Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Gatto here today with your math lesson. Today we're just going to continue on with our lesson that Mr. Idle had yesterday for you guys. We're just going to be talking about telling time by the hour today. So if we were in the classroom, we would have had cards set up for stations where you guys would be working on putting these cards in some sort of order. So if we look carefully at the cards, we can notice a few things about them. First of all, they have numbers on them, they have dots on them, and they have the number 00. So we can see that on all the cards. So what we would ask you guys to do is just kind of work with your family or whoever's helping you with your assignments today and think about how you could put these cards in order. So I'm going to give you just a second. Perfect. Now, I know that wasn't a lot of time, but let's go ahead and see if we can figure out a way to put these in order. So I'm seeing all kinds of numbers here, and I know that when I start counting, I can start with 1. So I'm going to make 1 o'clock my starting card. Can you guys see another number that might come after 1? Yes, it's 2. And then another number? Would it be 10? 1, 2, 10? No, it would be 3. Then let's see what comes after 3. We have 4. Can you see the next one? Yes, right there. That's 5, 6, 7. I know it's 10 now, right? No, not 10. It's 8. 7. Let's just count and be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9. We have 10. We have 11. And we have 12. So that's one way we could put these in order. Now, we don't even know what that means yet, but we do know that we can put numbers in order from 1 all the way to the next number, to the next number, to the next number. So we've done that with our Explorer today. Now we're going to discuss these questions. Now we would be discussing these questions in small group or with a turn and talk partner. But since you guys are at home, you guys can talk and turn and tell your family members about these questions. So the first question says, when do we use a clock? When do we use a clock? Can you think about times maybe that you might need to use a clock? Because I can think about when I get up in the morning, I definitely have to know what time it is because I have to be up and early. So I need to know what time the clock says when I wake up in the morning. Also, I need to know what time do I eat lunch? What time do I go to bed? What time do I go outside? What time is my favorite TV show on today? So there's lots of reasons that you might want to be able to use a clock. So think about that and with your parents or family, talk about some other times when you think you would need to use a clock. Your second question says, when is it important to be able to tell time? Well, we all need to learn how to tell time, and now's the time to do it. We're going to be teaching you guys how to tell the time from the hour and the half hour. It's very important to know how to tell time so that you won't be late for things or you won't miss things that you're trying to see or do. The next question says, what do you notice about the clock? Now, I was thinking about what we just saw on the first page, these numbers, and I see those same numbers on this clock. Now, they look a little different, but I still see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then I see these arrows. I'm not sure what those are yet. Maybe you know what they are. Well, we're going to be talking about telling time, tell and write time in hours and half hours using an analog and a digital clock. This clock is an analog clock, and if you notice, it still has those numbers on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it also has lines on it. And this clock is what we call a digital clock. You probably see these a lot at your house. This is what I use to wake up in the morning, this digital clock. It tells you the time right on there. This time says a 10 and a 16. So that time says 10:16. This is what we would like for all of you to be able to do. It says, I can tell time to the hour on a digital clock, and I can tell time to the hour on an analog clock. So by the end, we want you to be able to tell the time on both types of clock. So the first thing we need to do is talk about the parts of a clock. So we have these different parts. Here's those numbers that we just saw, and here are those arrows that I mentioned. Now these arrows are very important because this lets us know what time it is. This long arrow is called the minute hand. That is our minute hand. So I'm going to label that minute hand. The minute hand tells us what time it is. Now, when the minute hand is at the 12, we know that it is o'clock, something o'clock. Now, the small hand, we call that the hour hand. I'm going to label it hour hand. That lets us know what hour of the day it is. Now, this circle, this part of the clock where the numbers are that go around, we call that the face of the clock, just like your face is around. This is our face of the clock. This is the analog clock. Now, this clock is known as the digital clock. This first number tells us our hour, and the second number tells us our minutes. Then we know that whatever time it is, it's going to say something o'clock. This one says 9 o'clock. That's what those two zeros are, 0, 0. Those 0, 0 stand for o'clock. This clock says 8 o'clock. When the number's on the 12, the minute hand, we know that it's going to say o'clock. Great. Now we're just going to do a few practice clocks. Now the clock here, let's move these hands a little bit and see if we can mix these up a little and see if you guys can help me out. Perfect. So when we have the minute hand at the top, as they are on all three clocks, we know that it's going to say o'clock. That's why down here at the bottom it says 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, because it's telling us it's something o'clock. Now we look at our hour hand and it's pointing directly at a number, but we need that number to be 2. So we're going to move our hand around the clock until it's pointing directly at the 2. Now we know it's 2 o'clock. Now our next number is on the 8, but we don't want it on 8. We want it to say 7 o'clock. So we're going to move it around until it gets to our 7. Now the time on the clock says 7 o'clock. And on our digital clock it says 7 o'clock. So our last clock here, we want it to say 1 o'clock. We already have our minute hand on the 12, which is o'clock, 0, 0. Now we want to make our hour hand go all the way around until it gets to 1 o'clock. Now our times match. 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Wonderful. We have some more clocks here for us today. Just going to move these little hands a little bit for us. There we go. Now, we're not going to move the yellow hand. That is our minute hand. Our minute hand is telling us that it is something o'clock. So we're going to leave that hand pointing at the 12. Now we want to read our digital clock. Our digital clock says 10 o'clock. So we're going to move our hand till it gets to the 10. Then we're going to move this one until it gets to 4 o'clock. And then we'll move this one all the way around until it says 8 o'clock. You guys are doing so great. Now on this clock, we have the time already here on our analog clock, but we don't have a time on our digital clock. So we need to go ahead and write the time on our digital clock. We know that when our number is pointing our minute hand at the 12, that stands for 0 and 0. And our number for our hour hand is pointing directly at the 3. So we're going to write 3 o'clock. Our second clock, our hand is still pointing at the 12. So we know that means o'clock. O'clock is written with 2 zeros. And then our hour hand is pointing at the 11. So we're going to make that say 11 o'clock. Then on our last clock, we still have it pointing our minute hand at the top. So we're going to put 0, 0. And then we're going to put 5 o'clock. Great job, boys and girls. We're going to keep moving, and then we've got a few more clocks here. You guys could take a minute. You can put this video on pause and then see if you guys can make the time match the analog clock, make that time on our digital clock. So go ahead and put it on pause for a minute, and then you guys can come back and see what time it was. Great job, boys and girls. So the first clock says 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. Now, the last thing you're going to do today is on a piece of paper, you're going to write your name and make sure you put your first and last name. And then you're just going to write down the answer to this question. So our question says, Hector says it is 7 o'clock. Emma says it is 8 o'clock. Who is correct? So you're going to put down either Hector or Emma's name. And then it wants to know, how do you know that the answer is either Hector or Emma? So you want to look at your clock. You want to see, where is that big hand pointing to, the minute hand. It's pointing at the 12. And that hour hand is pointing at an 8. So you want to make sure that you guys are looking at the clock, find the person who says it's the right time, and then I want you to use those words, minute hand and hour hand, to tell us why you know that person is right. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take a picture of your work and either send it to Class Dojo or add it to your PowerSchool page so that we'll know that you were able to complete this lesson. We will continue on talking about telling time by the hour, and we will continue that tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your